In 1955, while Reverend Archbishop J.J. McCarthy was serving in Nairobi, he had a heavy burden in his heart to provide health care to the poor in the city. However, he had no means of setting up such an ambitious plan on his own. Archbishop McCarthy knew of a group of missionaries with a proven track record, the Sisters of Mercy from Ireland. Upon his request to start up a health facility to serve the poor, the Sisters of Mercy did not hesitate, as this was a mission of mercy, their calling and a mission for God's children. From Ireland, the sisters crossed the oceans to a country whose challenges they knew little of, tucked in the heart of Africa. They had a conviction to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate.
So the fact that we proclaim mercy and that our charism is mercy, we have to wear that face every day for our clients. So the mercy values that we profess are Christ-centeredness, compassion, integrity, respect and excellence. Every single day we pick one of the mercy values, and for that day we say we're going to live it. And that's the way we care for our patients.
In 1956, Sister Dolorosa Waldron came to Nairobi to set up the first multiracial hospital. Unfortunately, this was not achieved until 1962 when Mater Misericordiae Hospital was established. Initially, the hospital was to be in Westlands area, which at the time was predominantly European. However, Sister Waldron was denied a permit when the issuing authorities learnt that it was for a multiracial hospital. She did not let color lines stop her mission.
They were coming to start a hospital that was to take care of the people who are most disadvantaged, recognizing that that was the time of the pre-independence time. That means that the country was not stable. You can imagine when the sisters were coming during that particular time, the difficulties that they had, and yet they were certain that they needed to start a hospital that could take care of people of all colors.
Finally, they did get a small piece of land in a swampy area near Ngong River in Nairobi South, that is South B.
They were able to start the same kind of a hospital that was Mercy Hospital, calling it Mater Misericordiae Hospital, Mother of Mercy.
When they commenced, they set up 60 beds in the hospital to cater to the poor. Their primary concern was general health care. As demands continued to rise, so did the services they provided. In 1970, a 60-bed maternity ward was opened. This came with antenatal, postnatal and immunization clinics to enhance the care given to mothers and their newborns.
During those early days, it was the only hospital of choice, apart from Pumwani Hospital, where people could go and have their children.
The hospital kept expanding to what it is today, giving care beyond maternal health.
Because at times we are not able to help all of them, simply because money sometimes is an issue. And most of the clients who come to us are extremely poor.
We are adjacent to the Makura slums in the Mater Hospital. As you know, the prevalence of HIV/AIDS in the Makura slums is very great. So we decided to open a comprehensive care unit to care for the clients who are infected and affected with the HIV virus, particularly for those living in the Makura slums.
One of those crucial areas that Mater Hospital keeps a keen eye on is cardiology. This was one area where the hospital decided in the early part of the 21st century to be actively involved. A heart procedure is an expensive surgery, leaving many to suffer silently as they either shy away or are turned away because of these costs. Being founded on the heart of mercy, the Mater Hospital knew it needed to extend mercy to those who needed it most, once again touching the lives, but this time of those children with heart ailments from poverty-stricken backgrounds. In 1995, the Mater Hospital came up with a plan to touch the lives of those who were in need of cardiac surgery, but had no financial means to do so. They would start a run, the first of many more to come. The first collaborator was Rekitsben Kaiser, who quickly bought into the idea and partnered with Mater in an initiative that was known as the Dettol Heart Run up until 2007.
So we've been having that run for the last 19 years. Originally, we had partnered with Dettol when we started off. However, along the way, we actually branded it as the Mater Heart Run. And to date, we've been operating the Mater Heart Run as the Mater Hospital.
But one would wonder why they opted for a run and not devise a different strategy to get funds for the needy children.
Mater Hospital belongs to the Sisters of Mercy. Why I'm bringing this out is because the philosophy, the ethos of the Sisters of Mercy. We're talking about mercy. And that's how you're going to find that the Heart Run has started, because it's really a question of mercy, because we are reaching out to those people who are not able to afford these operations.
When we started heart surgery in this country, we started heart surgery at Kenyatta National Hospital. And we were given 1 day within the week to do open heart surgery. And initially we were doing 1 case a week. Of that 1 case a week, adults got the priority. The director of then Kenyatta, who was really supportive of that program, looked around and said we were in trouble. That is when we approached the Mater Hospital through an organization. They embraced the program. We now can treat 8 to 9, 10 children within a week, taking 2 to 3 per day.
And with this plan, helping over 2,000 children, each year now sets new targets of raising more money to reach more children.
To date, we have operated on more than 2,800 children. We are talking about open heart surgery. But we also do cardiac interventions where we put devices in the heart for those children with tiny holes in their hearts. And we also do cardiac camps so that we are able to educate the people about their heart ailments.
Moffat Munene is 1 year old and a beneficiary of a fully sponsored surgery thanks to the proceeds from the Mater Heart Run. At only 4 months, Moffat's heart was found to be defective.
Alizaliwa normal. After 4 months ndio tuligundua kona shinda. Tukaenda hosi, venye tulienda hosi akatritiwa, tukaambiwa kona pneumonia, akatritiwa. And then after that, hiyo pneumonia ikakuwa imeisha. Sasa akapigwa picha. Kuna x-ray alipigwa, akaambiwa kona roho yake ni kubwa. The first time hivyo ndio tuliambiwa. Alipigwa picha nyingine, akaambiwa kona roho yake. Sasa hapa Mata ndio tuliambiwa roho yake akona shimo kwa roho.
His parents were in despair. They did not have the financial capability to pay for a cardiac surgery, and all they could do was hope and pray that somehow their child would get better and live a normal life.
Children can be born with heart problems. That means it is congenital. Of the heart problems that they are born with, you can have a hole in the heart at the level of the atrium and at the level of the ventricles, or just slightly outside the heart, but it takes blood back to the heart. But you can also have blockage to the flow of blood as it finds its way into the heart, passed into the lungs and back into the heart as it goes out the rest of the body. There can be blockage in the pathway, either at the level of the valves are the doors, or at the level of the artery, the road that they take, the arteries. But sometimes it can even be more complex. They can swap, so that when it is supposed to take that blood with oxygen to the rest of the body, it takes it back to the lungs. Then we have those children who are born well without no heart problem, and then they acquire the heart problem as they grow. The commonness that really keeps us on our toe is the one which is caused by an untreated sore throat. Sore throat can be very simple, and people say, the treatment, just gargle some hot water or salt water or lemon water or some lozenges and it will go. No. In this area and in this country and in this region, sore throat damages the heart. Children who are malnourished, even the heart gets malnourished, so it can't beat well. Some of those conditions are treatable. In fact, the acquired conditions are preventable.
Moffat did get his miracle through the Mater Heart Run. They felt relief and hope. Hope that their child would finally have a future without a troubled heart.
Sahi anaendelea vizuri, alikuwa hata hakuli vizuri, kusimama ilikuwa angeweza kusimama, lakini sahi anasimama vizuri.
Kawashika knows this script too well. She too was on a path of despair before she became a beneficiary of the Heart Run.
Huyu ni wanne. Nikaongea na hospitali ya Mata, nikawaambia mimi ndio mama, mimi ndio baba. Wakaniambia nisikue na wasiwasi, mimi bora nifanye nini? Mtoto akatibiwa kupitia Heart Run. So watu wa Heart Run wakanisupport fully.
But for Noel Trevor, this is a dream yet to turn to reality. But in a very short while, he will also be a beneficiary of the Mater Heart Run that has served so many other children in circumstances just like his.
Vile watu wa Mata wanakuja Gendia, nilienda. Ndio daktari akapima, akapata akona hiyo ugonjwa kweli. Sasa vile nilistuka, nikasema tu Mungu atanisaidia. Sasa waliniambia nilikuwa nikikuja kliniki hapa. Ndio nilisema wacha nikuje, nijaribu kama watanisaidia.
Mater Heart Run does not just focus on children in Nairobi. It has touched the lives of many children across the nation. The marathon itself has also expanded to include different counties and in future hopes to involve even more. Currently, the counties supporting the Mater Heart Run include Machakos, Mombasa and Kakamega, and later in the year, Kisumu. As Nairobi gears to have the marathon on 23rd of May, these counties will each have one of their own to support the initiative.
There'll be music and presentation. By 7, we'll have the opening ceremony and we'll have key speakers from various corporates. We'll give a brief talk. There'll also be presentations from beneficiaries of the last Mater Heart Run, that's 2014. We are planning to operate on 260 children this year. So we're looking for 71 million.
As Kenyans come out in droves to support this noble cause, remember, a heart of mercy can move any mountain and make the impossible possible. The Mater Hospital remains true to the call and its core values: Christ-centered, compassion, integrity, respect, and excellence.
Things are going to be done better to be able to be the hospital of choice. And being a Christ-centered hospital, then things that are Christ-like are the ones that needs to be experienced in the Mater Hospital. Such that when people come to the Mater Hospital, they're not just coming because they are sick. It's actually about healing. Treatment you can get. You can get treatment from any hospital, but healing is a process.
Everything begins with God. He is the beginning and the end of everything.
The work started in 1962 by a handful, thrives and continues in the Mater Hospital and will do so even in the future, extending the heart of mercy.